that Las Vegas hockey team and all the men and women in the military. With that being said, I've decided to impose more tariffs, this time on California. Any movie that comes out of California will be taxed in a huge way. We're now gonna build a wall around your state just to teach you a lesson. Any questions?
What about the Russian investigation?
Like I've said before, it's all fake news. Repeat it with me. Fake news. No more questions.
Oh, I wish somebody would do something about him.
What do you want them to do?
Oh, aren't you looking dashing tonight?
I thought I would try out that new cape you made for me.
See, I told you a pink cape would go well with your suit.
I have to say, I'm quite impressed.
Have you seen my utility belt?
Well,
Wait a minute. What's that on your waist?
Well,
That's my utility belt.
well, I thought it went well with the cape.
Oh, well, it does. But you can't wear it. That's mine. I was gonna wear it tonight.
You look much better without the belt.
But that's where I keep all my fancy gadgets.
Yes, the gadgets are handy.
Listen, we're gonna have to stop somewhere else to get you a belt because I want mine back.
But it looks all bulky on you. And look, my saber fits perfectly.
Well, your saber fits anywhere perfectly. It's not the biggest thing on the planet.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Are you ready?
Yes, Captain, I am.
Fine.
You're listening to the John LeBang Show.
It's hydroponic radio for your brain, man.
Feel smarter yet? And welcome back, my good friends. Thank you for staying tuned in right here to the John LeBang Show. So, catchy, snappy headline caught my eye. It says, "How do aliens solve climate change?" Now, doesn't that headline grab your attention? You're like, aliens, climate change. Ooh, I gotta read that. And it begins by talking about the galaxies and the cosmos, you know, the comets and the black holes and the neutron stars, all that stuff that's floating around in space, even the planets that develop. And it discusses in a remarkable way how science is advanced to the point where it can take the first steps into answering the question, what do aliens do about climate change? Apparently, this gentleman, Adam Frank, and his colleagues have just published their first study mapping out the possible histories of alien planets and their civilizations, as well as their sustainability, and, get this, and how climate change then follows. Now, we haven't been to any alien planet as far as I can tell, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm one of those people that think the possibility of life on another planet in some distant galaxy is possible. It's hard to argue that with all those stars out there that we hope are suns. I mean, I can't prove it myself, but scientists have told us those are suns, and that's the light that has traveled. And we're seeing into the past into those. So it's like a time machine. It's like the sky is like Doctor Strange. You can look into the past a little bit. Sure, I'm making fun a little bit here, but I do enjoy the concept. You know, I ponder on these things, especially when I was younger. Space travel, aliens, meeting them. How would their planets look? What kind of life forms would be out there in the cosmos? So when I read things like this, it gets my mind pumping a little. But these guys are claiming they have advanced so far in science, the human beings, our wonderful race, that can't decide that we're one race. We have to split us up into subgroups and call those races instead of saying, hey, we're just one race. You know, we're all the same. We can't get to that point yet because melanin's a big thing. Religion's a big thing. A few other things are big things. But this guy, because science is so advanced, yet we've probably never been to these planets. I mean, I'd be willing to bet we haven't been to these planets. And I think this guy would agree with us that we haven't been to these planets. But they can map out how a planet is going to develop and what climate change is going to come from that. Because apparently these civilizations would be a lot like ours in the fact that they would use energies, some form of resource to develop, I don't know, some kind of space car so they could drive around on their planet. Maybe they had space planes. Maybe had spaceships that could travel vast light years across the galaxy to some planet in the Milky Way called Earth so they could come here and abduct people, see what goes on with their DNA, abduct cattle, leave crop circles in different parts of Europe and England and the United States. They know how that all is going to map out now. Even though they've never been to that planet, they haven't even come close to being on that planet. We might have a few distant traveling probes that are giving us data, but they really haven't been that far into the cosmos. It's not like they've traveled halfway across the universe. Didn't our most furthest probe leave the solar system within the last 10, 15 years? How far has it gotten since then? So when these guys make these theories about how civilizations and their ecology is going to turn out because those civilizations are going to be fueled by some kind of resource and it's going to create some kind of climate change, not taking into consideration that, at least here on Earth, climate change happened on its own long before man ever interfered with the weather, with the climate, long before fossil fuels were ever burned. But these scientists who are going to get a lot of people reading their paper, I read the dang thing. Because with the headline, "How do aliens solve climate change?" it sparks your interest. So you jump on. I'll make this available to you. You can read what I read. But all they're doing are taking the scientific data that they've collected and making assumptions from millions and millions and millions of miles away, some of these light years away. That's not science. I mean, seriously, you can't take those kind of measurements and say you can make an accurate theory on how things are going to develop. And man, I love the idea of space travel, space exploration, encountering alien species. That stuff's all cool. I mean, I was a Trekkie. I watched Next Generation with almost like it was church.
Captain Picard, ordered me to escort you to sickbay, Lieutenant.
Did he say when?
Because I grew up in that era. And it got me turned on to the original Star Trek series with the movies. And in fact, as I look back, I actually like the original series better. I like the overacting a little bit. Maybe it brings back some kind of nostalgia for me.
But I got out of my uniform for you, Data.
But it wasn't as touchy-feely as the Next Generation on the Star Trek series that happened after that, the Deep Space Nine and the Voyagers.
You are fully functional, aren't you?
And all the other subsequent series that have come.
Of course, but...
How fully?
In every way, of course.
And that haven't even come close to reaching the excellence of the Next Generation or the original series.
I am programmed in multiple techniques.
Deep Space Nine was really good.
A broad variety of pleasuring.
It was an excellent representation of Star Trek. A lot of people liked Voyager. I wasn't a fan. I thought that's when they began their slow disintegration into just being a rehash of everything. Even the movies, the latest trilogy of movies, is a rehash that was done with great visual effects and poor casting and directing and script writing. Now we're getting into reviews of movies when we're supposed to be talking about space. We got to take a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. We got more on the other side of this, including we have aliens in the news. Aliens in the news coming your way. Stay tuned.
Now sit your butt down.
The John LeBang Show will be right back.
And I promise you'll love it. Yes?
I'd like to take a quick second here to tell you about our new sponsor, Quality One Painting. For interior and exterior painting needs, call Tom at Quality One, 313-982-2986. Tom will give you free estimates, senior discounts, and I can tell you from meeting the gentleman, he's one of the nicest guys on the face of the planet. So for a quality paint job with a professional attitude, call Tom at Quality One Painting. That's 313-982-2986. 313-982-2986. Quality One Painting. CRRM, CarePoint Billing Services. Their billers and managers are all dedicated to working for you to increase your profits. For more information, call CRRM at 248-579-3805. CRRM, CarePoint Billing Services.
Fans, do you need a video for your brand new song but don't have a lot of money? Then contact John LeBang. His reasonable rates, professional look, and fast turnarounds will help get that song off the ground. Contact him at jlebang.com.
If you are elderly, disabled, receiving SSI or Medicaid, and you have a medical need or require assistance with daily housework, shopping, grooming, medication, you may qualify for housekeeping at no cost. Call now, VIP Home Healthcare, 248-579-3805. VIP Home Healthcare, there when you need them. That's 248-579-3805.
Powerful, epic music by Tooth Row. Life-changing lyrics come in every style, empowering humanity to finally unlock the chains of bondage. Experience the edgy side of positive music and rock your world today. From Primal to Divine, available now at sassyalternativemusic.com.
Hey, man, it's at the bottom of the hour, man. Do you know where your kids are, man?
If you want to contact the John LeBang Show, feel free to send an email to jlebang@live.com. And if you're on Twitter, look him up at John LeBang. And don't forget to go to his Facebook page at The John LeBang Show. Now here's John.
Well, Tom DeLonge of the band Blink-182 helped ring the alarm about UFOs. You remember those grainy military videos shown to have radar images of unexplained phenomenon back in December? Well, Tom has started a business venture, so to speak, to the Star Academy of Arts and Science and for